name is Rachel.
And I'm Liv, and this is
Shoes Off, Mics On,
the podcast where we talk about our journey in All-Star Cheer. Comp season is approaching.
It's here. We are how many days away?
Days, I don't know, but we are into the single digits of practices.
We are 9 practices away from comp.
Like 7.
7 from showcase.
Oh,
which
yeah,
means
you're right,
9 from comp.
Yeah.
So
it's grind time. We're doing it. We're making it happen.
Yeah, it's time. Time to shine.
Time to shine.
So anyways, that's going to be kind of our topic today. Comp season and how we are preparing and how we're feeling and yeah.
Woo!
Yay. Okay. How do you think the team shifts their mentality once we get into comp season or comp week, comp season? How do they change from regular practice?
I think it kind of starts probably a month, kind of what we're in right now. It kind of starts once they start doing full outs. I think it starts getting more real to them.
Yeah.
And I think they start being we're literally competing this in a month. And I think they just get in that mindset of this is no longer just my after school activity. This is my commitment. This is what I work hard for. Mm-hmm. And all that stuff. And I think they just start kind of, as we say, locking in. They're just they're much more focused, and they're much more get into practice, get it done, get out.
Yeah.
Rather than come in, we'll maybe condition for an hour, we'll work on stunts, we'll do this, we'll do that. Kind of not lollygagging, but working on more sections where they know now they're coming in and running routines, and they're going to be tired, mm-hmm. and they're just they're locked in. So yeah. I think it just switches their mentality of this is serious.
This is when they kind of have, when all the work, not to say the work is worth it, but this is this is the point where it's okay, now you have everything you've been working for 3-4 months, 5-6, however many months it's been,
yeah.
for this is when it actually pays off, and this is when it matters the most. Mm-hmm. And so,
and also you start seeing it all come together, all the choreography days and everything you've been working on. Then you start getting music, and mm-hmm. you add that, and then you get to add little fluff with the music. It's there's steps, and then you finally compete, and you're just we did it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
What do you think helps athletes and coaches stay confident and calm going into comp week, comp month, all those things?
I honestly think the most stressful thing to get over is that first full out. I feel once you do your first full out, you kind of see where you are, and you can almost calculate with the amount of time you have left before the first comp or showcase or whatever it is. You can pre-plan what needs to happen in each practice and what needs to get done, and I think it helps. I don't know, it keeps me calmer knowing if the first full out if the first full out, for example, let's say everything dropped, you'd be okay, let's try that again. That's just not even. But if it's everything hit, but partners is shaky, okay, start there, work on partners. You do another full out, okay, main stunt was shaky, work on main stunt. It's a checklist. So
yeah.
And I think it just kind of helps to narrow things down and get really specific with what needs to be worked on.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. We just did our first full out last week. Or was it the week before? We did our first full out with pyramid, with everything last week. It actually went really well, and I'm really excited for both the teams that I coach because they both did it. Mm-hmm. They both hit. So it's nice now because now all we have to really focus on is cleaning. We're not worried about what they'll hit. We're not worried about if they can do this section.
Yeah, we know they have the skills.
Yeah.
It's just putting it all together in the routine.
Yeah, making it nice and clean and building that endurance. So I definitely agree that it's just once you get over that hump of that first full out, it's just kind of okay, what do we need to fix? And I think coaches also, every time that group chat goes off, I think it's music. I think also just coaches instilling that confidence is helpful. I think in the last few years I've coached, I've noticed the less stressed and nervous I seem, or we seem, or me mm-hmm. and Robin seem about them doing their first full out, the less stressed they are. Mm-hmm. When you put all that stress on that word full out and doing everything and all that stuff, if you prepare them the right way, it's not going to feel like anything crazy. We'd already done a full out without pyramid. We'd already done multiple all-stunt routines, multiple tumbling routines. preparing them and instilling that confidence in them before they go for it, I think that's where it has to start. You can't just start after they do their full out and be like, look, you can do it. Like, yeah, we know you can do it. Yeah. So I think it comes a lot from the coaches, like instilling that in them, because they look to us to base their energy off of. So
I agree.
Yeah.
Fully agree. Do you think there's a big difference in how coaches motivate their kids, like for first comps and stuff, versus how the athletes motivate themselves or motivate their teammates?
Yeah, I think there is a difference, because as athletes, they're kind of like, we got this, guys, like, we can do it, all that stuff, whereas coaches, it's like, we literally, we know they can do it, and we've seen them do it, and it's just about putting it all together. Yeah, I think kind of like what I was saying before, is just, if you start preparing them early on, it's less likely for them to be that scared of it. Mm-hmm. Same with comps. If like we're like for NCA, like if you don't like prepare them well enough, that they don't have to be scared of going to a big comp, mm-hmm. and they don't have to be scared of going and performing against 10 teams rather than at locals, like 2 teams. Like if you prepare them and like, just don't get like too comfortable, like prepare them to never settle and never be comfortable. Like, always keep wanting to be better than your last. That's what comes from us coaches. And I think as athletes, they're more there for each other, pumping each other up, getting each other excited. Yeah. So for us, we're kind of like that boost for them of like, we literally know you can do it. You just have to do it. Mm-hmm. And them as each other, they're each other's cheerleaders. Like, they get to cheer each other on and help each other out. So I think we're a boost.
Yeah, a boost of confidence. Yeah. Really get them up there.
What? What do you think, like, mentally, how do the kids and us as coaches handle, like, kind of the difference in practices, like running more full outs, maybe adding practices, maybe going longer, starting earlier, kind of like that mental switch rather than the physical switch, just because, like, they have school all day, like, kind of like how do you think that affects us and them?
I think they do better if we validate their tiredness. Yeah. Like if they all come in and they are just like obviously all exhausted and we're like, you know what? We're tired too. Yeah. However, like this isn't a extra practice or longer practice or a change in schedule isn't like a punishment. Mm-hmm. It's just to make you better. And like you have to think of the end goal. And I think a lot of the times like if we don't say something like that, they just think about like I'm so tired. Is this necessary? Do we need to be here? This is like, why are they doing this to us? Like, this is so mean. But I think if we are kind of just like relate to them a little bit and, you know, just understand that they are tired. We're tired too. We worked all day. Yeah. That I think it helps things move a little bit smoother. Even if they are still tired, like, I just think helps things just run smoother. Yeah. You know.
Agreed.
If they're understood. Yeah. And heard. They just want to be heard.
Agreed. You got tan in Vegas.
Did I really?
Yeah.
I did lay by the pool.
Yeah, you got tan.
What is the importance, or why do we, you know, why do we stress how important rest, recovery, and stretching is to our kids?
Per our other episodes, injuries are so common and prone in cheerleading, and when you get into that comp season, you're running more full outs. You're doing more reps than usual, and like you're doing so much more on your body all at once rather than, okay, Monday we know we're doing stunts. Thursday we know we're doing tumbling. Like it's more spread out, but during comp season, it's all together.
Back to back.
Yeah, and like we'll do 2 to 3 full outs like guaranteed every practice. And that's like the least. Mm-hmm. Like we may do more, and we have done more. So taking your days off to like actually rest and like recover, eat the proper meal that like fuels your body, not just junk that like makes you feel gross, like doing everything you can so that when you come to practice, you're not as exhausted. You're not droggy and feeling disgusting. Mm-hmm. You ate a good lunch at school. Like you got a good night's rest. And obviously with longer practices comes like, I have to stay up to do my homework. That's a priority. Mm-hmm. I have to eat dinner. I can't miss dinner. Like other things come into play and you're so tired and like after running full-outs you just want to go like lay down and like all that stuff, and maybe that's you do go lay down and you just do your homework in bed. Not like condoning that, but like it's just very like it's so important to take, especially on the weekends, like don't go skiing in the winter or like
no skiing allowed.
don't do any extra stress on your body, because 2 days out of the week you're already putting a lot of stress mentally and physically on it. So your rest days you need to rest, because
always you're gonna be feeling it.
Yeah,
it's gonna catch up to you eventually.
Yeah, and like that's how injuries happen. You're too tired to use your technique. You're not focused. You're whatever. Like injuries come from other things like that. Like had I gotten a good night's sleep, I would have remembered where my spot was and would not have gotten clocked in the head. Like
yeah,
that's just a small example, but it's just like they're so important, especially. And then also during comp weeks, you're practicing 2 nights, maybe 3 nights a week till 8:30 at night. You go home, you get home at like 9:30, some even 10. You have to do your homework, you have to shower, you have to eat dinner, you have to do all that stuff. You're not going to bed till midnight. And that's your whole week. And then you have comp week, like comp weekend. And you're up at 6 and you have your hair up in a high tight pony. You're walking around on the cement all day. Like
I feel like that's when
those
we
are
see
crazy.
it catch up to kids the most. Like they could be fine, whatever they can manage, like eating not great, sleeping not great, you know, whatever, all this stuff, juggling. And then as soon as they get to comp, suddenly you add in a huge stress factor of competing and waking up early and having hair and makeup and all this stuff. And suddenly like their bodies just, they can't do
crash.
it. They look drained. They crash.
They get sick.
That's what I was going to say. They get sick. Some kids, like you can just tell they get so bad that they're like almost throwing up before or after they perform. And it just like, it eventually just all catches. Huh?
I said, or on stage.
Or on stage. That's even worse. But yeah, it just eventually all catches up to them, unfortunately, in the most important time. But
yeah.
So that's why
Fuel your
body with healthy stuff.
Yep, sleep, nutrition,
water,
kindness, all the things.
Peace, love, and kindness.
Do you have any tips or tricks for any maybe new athletes or people coming into their first comp season? Just kind of like all the stress we're talking about, like controlling that stress and not letting it get to you, especially with coming NCA, Palm Springs, like those kind of.
I'm going to have trouble putting it into words, but I actually think I'm very good at controlling my stress and my, like, how anxious I get, because I feel like, especially when I was an athlete, even as a coach, I don't know how to handle it as a coach. I haven't figured that out yet, but as an athlete, I feel like I had it pretty, like, by the time I aged out, I knew how to control it. But I would always just remind myself, like, I mean, you always have, like, the people you hug backstage and the coaches that talk to you and, like, all the stuff like that. And that's helpful. And, like, them reminding you, like, you know, what to do or, like, that you can do it and all the stuff. That's great. But I feel like other people telling you those things isn't as beneficial as, like, actually knowing yourself that you can do it, if that makes sense. So, like, sometimes I would watch, like on the way to the comp, if we were driving on the way to the comp or, like, while we're sitting waiting, I would pull up a video, like, of a routine of, like, for example, I wasn't in tumbling. So, like, I'd pull up a stunt section. And if it's the one I'm competing, I'd be like, see, watching myself hit it in a video. And then I'd be like, there's no reason I can't do it on the stage. You know what I mean? Like, I'm literally watching myself do it in real time. You know, can't not do it on the stage, whatever. But, yeah, I think just reminding yourself that you're not doing this for no reason. Like, you're doing it because it's what you love and it's because it's what you're good at. And if you couldn't do what you're about to do on the stage, then you wouldn't be doing it, if that makes sense. Like, just have some confidence in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you're nervous, just smile and fake it. I would always perform. The more I'd perform, I would forget about everything my body was doing, and it would just come naturally to me, like muscle memory. And I could just, like, focus on this and not focus on any of this. And it worked great. So
yeah,
give it a try.
Confidence is key.
Confidence is key, yes.
As a coach, I will get back to you because this is my first year coaching 2 teams with it. But I think in the past years, I get stressed. Every coach gets stressed. Like, whatever. It's gonna come with it.
Yeah.
You're not on the floor with them. You can't stop the music. You can't.
That's the hardest part.
Tell them what to fix.
Yeah.
Like it's on them. But kind of like honestly, like what you said, like they just hit it on Thursday 3 times. They have to do, and I tell them this: you have to do it once today on a comp day. You don't have to do a million reps. You don't have to do bear crawls and running after. Like you just need to do one routine and put everything you have into that one routine, and it's done.
If you can do it when you're literally exhausted after a 3-hour practice, I cannot foresee a single reason that you cannot do it on the stage once.
Yeah. I think I kind of get a little bit more stressed now about scores than I do my kids actually competing. Because I know what they are capable of. I know how they can hit, and I know what they can do. I don't know what this judge is going to think.
Yeah.
I can guess, and I can know I have all my drivers, and I can know I have all the difficulty I need in my stunts, but I don't know what they think about our technique or our creativity or our performance. So I think I get more stressed about scores, not because of the kids, but because it's so uncertain.
I get very stressed about if I watch another team in my division, in our division, performing, because I feel like when I watch our kids, I can pick apart every...
Do you mind?
When we watch our kids, I can pick apart every single thing that I see wrong. But when I watch another team, for some reason, like, I can't do it as well. Like, even with teams in our own gym, I remember there was one time we watched... it might have been Royalty, like last year. They performed, and I was like, "Oh my God, that was beautiful. That was the best routine you've ever done." And I get backstage, and they're all crying because they're like, "We did so terrible." And
you're like, "What?"
And I was like nearly crying because I thought it was so beautiful. And I was like, "Were we watching the same routine?" I was like, "What?" But then, like, I don't know. So I just think that I pick apart ours so much that I can't fairly like compare us and another team in our division. So I get nervous for what the judges see.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
I don't really have a first. I don't remember. I was 5. I don't remember that.
I have a really. It's not like I only have the video from my first competition ever, but it was just the funniest little like routine. Maybe I can put some clips in.
I don't think the internet existed when I'm on. I'm just kidding.
I literally just looked like I was running around. This was when the SAC comp was in that other venue across the street.
Building?
Yes.
That's what it was?
It was the one that looked like a theater.
There was bats in there.
Oh.
I saw a bat once.
I remember at my first competition, I was, I don't know how old I was, 7, 8, something like that. And I was on a team with like 18-year-olds. It was like when divisions were like different. And
different.
All of the older girls had coffee before they competed. And I was just like, first competition, I don't know, like, I'm 8, I'm not drinking coffee, okay? Like, I don't need coffee. But all these older girls are drinking coffee and whatever, and that's all they had the entire day. And then we competed, and I remember after we competed, at least 5 of them threw up. And I was like, shocked. I was like, what is going? I was like, you guys, like, yes, that was hard, but was it that hard? We were like level maybe 1 or 2. Like, actually, I think we were 2. But like, I was like, are we serious? I was like, why are we all throwing up? I thought they were all like very, very ill. I was like, and they're like, no, we didn't eat all day. And I was like, now why would you do that?
Like, I had a full omelet. I had pancakes.
You didn't get the breakfast at the hotel this morning? Like,
I could so see you doing that.
But yeah, I was just like, oh my God. Yeah, it was pretty silly. But yeah, the competition it was really like, I remember this one competition. This was like maybe my 3rd year cheering. We had like 14 teams, 13 other teams, so 14 total in our division.
Oh my God.
And I know, it was crazy. And it was like, I thought it was a little comp, but 14 teams kind of sounds like a lot. Yeah. So I don't know. But, and we're sitting there at awards, and my mom is recording, and as if we thought we were going to win. We were not going to win. But they called 14.
Oh, no.
And I was like, yeah. My mom was like putting that in the phone. And I was like, 14th place. I was like, guys, we did so good. Like, I just was excited to be there. I didn't even care. I was just like, yeah, we got medals and everything.
We did.
I was like, even though we got 14th, we still did so good. Right. But yeah, that's. I truly was just happy to be there. I didn't care about.
We did it.
I'm sure we dropped every stunt, but like I can't foresee we did anything correctly.
I want to see that video.
So, yeah.
Little Ruchi with your little curly bob.
No, yeah, literally we did rollers. I did rollers the night before, so I literally had like
your curly bob.
Either I had a bob or I had those ponytails that are not existent.
Yeah.
Because they're like so close to your
That's
head.
so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How has the preparation for competitions and comp season changed for you, like, over the years? Okay, so my voice actually decided to exit.
No worries. I got it.
Oh, it's so kind of them to turn off their sirens. No, no, let's try this again.
If I'm being honest, as a little teeny tot, I don't fully remember preparation for comp. I think I was just excited.
Yeah.
When I was older on a senior team, it wasn't anything crazy. It was just like, oh, we have comp this weekend. That's crazy.
I always feel like I never knew when comp was. Like, I knew when comp was, but all of a sudden they're like, okay, so we've comp this weekend. And I'd be like,
where as a coach now, we get, like, the team list, we get our bands for the comps. We get a team list, 6 weeks out? Mm-hmm. So then it's like, oh my God, I'm going against this person and this person and this person. And
you got to stock all the teams.
Yeah, and you start knowing about that 6 weeks prior. 4 weeks prior, you get the block schedule. Okay, I know it's going to be an early morning, late afternoon, whatever. 2 weeks out, you get your first schedule. Okay, my team, I need to check into warm-ups. At this time, my team has to warm up, and we got to know we have to get comp warm-up going. So it's like, I think as a coach, it's a lot more strategic and a lot more thought out, mm-hmm. because you're looking at the team. Excuse me. You're looking at the teams you're going against, especially when it gets to like NCAA and Summit. Like you're watching them on varsity TV or you're doing your research. It's. I kind of relate it to football, how they have film days, mm-hmm. where they will literally sit there in a room and watch the other team's plays. So I take time out of my day and my time, and I sit there and I analyze and watch everything every other team is doing. Yes, I have watched your routine. If you're watching this and my team has ever gone against you, I have 1,000% watched your routine front to back, probably 10 times. You're welcome. But yeah, I think it starts with that, and then you get the schedule. Okay, I know I have 7 minutes, and 4 minutes. I need to make a warm-up plan to get them prepared. So in warm-ups, they are ready to go and they know what's happening. I think, it's just a lot more strategic. And I think we have kind of got our system down, and our kids know it. Mm-hmm. Like, all last year they knew we are meeting an hour before we compete. Mm-hmm. We're putting our glitter on. We're doing what we need to do. Maybe we'll have a candy, but we're going to have a full hour of chill time together.
There's also, we need time to vlog.
Yes, we do need time to vlog. But, we have an hour together as a team, not just, scattered around the comp watching, but, together in uniform, no phones, just us and the kids, just taking a moment, taking a breath. We go into warm-ups. We have the same exact warm-up routine every single time, except for, maybe Summit.
Except for, Palm Springs and Summit when, everything is divided on separate mats.
But we always practice it weeks prior.
Yeah.
They always know what they're getting into. I think as an athlete, I didn't know as much what I was getting. I knew about, warm-up and, the normal warm-up and stuff like that. But I think we've made it very strategic, and we have, our exact plan, and they know exactly what they are doing.
They know how
there's
the
never going to be a
goes.
surprise for them. Mm-mm. And I think it makes them more confident. Because I noticed, when we went to Summit, and it was a completely different warm-up. Yes, we kind of like prepared them, but they never been in a warm-up room before because we're at Youth Summit. So our kids had never been to Summit before, where if you go to D2, you know there's one floor. But at Youth, our kids are young. They're little. They'd never been. They didn't know there was one floor. Worst warm-up of our entire season. Like, insanity. And I think it's because they were so surprised. They're so used to routine. They're so used to what we always do that, yes, we prepared them and let them know, but they never fully experienced it. And once they got in there, they were like, we're all just on a big floor, and that team's right next to me, and that team's right next to me. Everyone's playing their music, and someone's going potty, and it's...
For some reason, when I'm thinking of Youth Summit warm-up room, the only thing I can picture where we took our photo, and then as we walk down that hallway, I envision USA.
Yeah.
And I can't, like, I actually can't even think of what the warm-up room looks like right now.
It's like a big room with lots of floors.
No, I know, but...
Okay, you'll get there one day. But, I think the difference now is just we're very strategic, and we're very tap A, if you will, that we don't like to be surprised. So if we don't like to be surprised, we don't want to surprise the kids.
I need to know everything.
Yeah.
At least 24 to 48 hours before.
Oh, literally, they put in the band, they put, like, the whole map of the arena you're in. I will look at it, and I will study it. Most people are like,
I know where every exit is. I know where every bathroom is. I know where AccuScore is. I know, everything.
I think we're just very, I always think it's music. It's not. Yeah, I think we just like to plan.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Richie, are you excited that we're almost at comp season?
I love comp season. You guys, I'm so excited. I don't know, like, I love summer. Don't get me wrong. I love my summertime. But comp season, I just feel so much more organized and, like life is just moving on the right track. But when it's summertime, I feel so frantic because there's no timeline for anything.
Yeah.
Until we get to choreo, there's a timeline, obviously. But, like, it's still, like, we still have practices where we're, like, putting things together and things don't always work and we have to change things, blah, blah, whatever. As soon as we get to showcase in the first comp, it's like, we are on a roll, people. But the only thing about comp season that I don't like is how fast it goes.
I know.
As soon as that first comp happens, it feels like back to back to back to back. And then we have Christmas. But anyways, yeah. So I am beyond excited. Could not be more excited. And yeah, my life is starting to feel complete once again.
I'm so excited. I think also I feel very prepared this year. We've finally, this is our second year coaching together. So it's like we know our routine. We know how we work. We know, like, if I'm stressed, like, you know how to handle that, vice versa. Like, it's just very, like, I'm so excited. And also just because of it coming off a really great season and going into this season, and all our kids are, like, on the same page as us, and they're so determined. And this goes for both my teams, but, like, I'm just so excited because...
Well, this is Royal's first year.
Yes, it is.
So it's a little bit, it's like you don't really know exactly what to expect quite yet.
Yeah, but, like, I'm so excited. I love comp. Like, they're long days, they're tired, but, like, I love being with all the staff. Like, I love frolicking around and watch. I just love watching cheerleading. Like, you can sit me down in front of a tiny novice one, and I'm going to have the time of my life watching them.
like watching cheer live.
Yes.
When I'm watching it on the
music.
phone, it's like a concert. You need the full, like, watching a concert on the TV. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I love that. But, like, being there and being in the moment is so much better. And so much more, like, I don't know. There's not even a word.
And, like, seeing your friends that, like, you only see during comp season. Like, we don't live near all our coach friends, so it's like seeing them is cool, and like seeing what they're working on, and like it's cheer's such a community.
It really is.
I love it, and I'm so excited to get back in there.
It really is.
I'm so excited we get to go to NCA this year, and Richie gets to be a coach at NCA.
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be the best time ever.
It's gonna be so fun.
So what?
Okay, well, before we go, I just want to tell everyone we have merch.
Yes!
We have a crew neck and a t-shirt. The crew neck's in the wash, so I can't show you that.
But I will put the pictures up, too.
Yeah, I'll show you this now. This is the t-shirt. This is, like, the men's t-shirt. Or if you don't like pink, you can wear white. Anyways, it's a white t-shirt. My I see the back?
Y'all see that?
Can you see it? Yeah. So, anyways, feel free to DM us if you want one.
Yes.
And I will.
Maybe we'll do a giveaway.
I'll get a link / website up and running so people can have.
What?
Can have some of our merch and help
Let's
us.
make what? One more time. Let's make what merch?
What?
What?
I could put shoes off my on. What?
On the back.
That'd be cute.
Yes.
We wear them to comps.
Woo!
Day 1, we wear fierce. Day 2, we wear
What?
what?
Well, we'll see
Okay.
you for our Halloween episode.
Yes, we'll see you next week. Bye.
What?